Welcome to LoveNesters.
We are a Wisconsin couple trying to keep life interesting now that our kids have left the nest. Join us on adventures big and small as we look for the quirky and unique while having some fun along the way.
Thanks for being here. Great to have you back. We are headed to Loyal, Wisconsin to see the Wisconsin Vintage Snowmobile Show. So, one of the great things about Wisconsin is you get to see all these snowmobiles. Snowmobiling's a big thing, and we're going to get to show you some fantastic machines from the 50s and 60s and maybe even some 70s. Hope that gets you excited.
At a vintage snowmobile show.
John Deere's, Ski-Doos, Arctic Cat, Polaris, Rupps, Ski-Daddlers, Scorpions, oh my!
Somebody's remembering one of their old machines.
303. Hey, it's Jeff with LoveNesters. We're here at the Loyal Vintage Snowmobiles Show, and we have Roger here. Roger has several entries here, including these wonderful Rupps. What do you think about these Rupps?
It's something I've been with my whole life. I used to work on them part-time in the winter at Rupp shops and full-time. And then we've raced them since 1969.
Wow.
How old are these?
This is both of these are 71.
Wow. Did you restore them?
Yeah, every bolt's been taken apart and every bolt's been put back in. And the hoods have all been repainted and the seats have been reupholstered.
So, from start to finish, what does it take to completely restore a vintage snowmobile?
Well, the Rupps themselves are all chrome, and if you want them restored originally, not painted, it's $1,200 worth of chrome on it alone. And it'll probably cost you $350 to get a hood painted, and $200 for the seat, and then all your labor and motor.
So if you were going to sell this machine, what would it go for right now?
The 600, I wouldn't take less than 20 grand for it.
$20,000 for a 1971 Rupp. That is fantastic.
Probably 15 for the 800. There was a lot. There was twice as many.
Would you like to buy a Ski-Doo, sir? No. Oh. I have a Ski-Doo.
No, I'm married and I ain't got enough invested.
Well, thank you, Roger. Really appreciate you coming out. It's 10 degrees right now.
Yep.
But we're having fun at the LoveNesters.
So this one is apparently in our garage, and it looks nothing like that. Okay, so I'm learning a lot. Apparently, these little sleds were to be pulling kids behind, and they'd go out on a run. And these, I'm not quite sure. These are minis. These are really tiny. I don't know if the kids could go in these.
Hey, it's Jeff with LoveNesters. We're at the Loyal Snowmobile Vintage Show. We're here with Marilyn and Jerry. They have several sleds entered into this contest today. Tell us about your sleds here.
Well, the Eskimo, I just got that here about 2-3 months ago. I found it in the barn. It was a neighbor's barn. And I've been working on it all winter just to get it back to original. And it's a 1970, I think, because they only made them 3 years. And I think they were made by Pioneer Chainsaw Company, because the tag on it says Pioneer Industries on it. And the Massey was a neighbor. He was a good friend of mine. His name was, he lived where I live. And I found my cousin's 69 Scorpion.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, and let's get a little input from the boss here. Marilyn, well,
That's what started us off when he found his cousin 69. And then he found this one, and then he started talking to people around the area, and they said, well, I've got one, and I've got one, and I've got one. He doesn't get anything that hasn't been kept indoors. If they're stored outdoors, we don't want them.
We weren't even looking for the wacky. Somehow the wacky just finds us. Which one do you want, dear?
It's a John Deere. John Deere made snowmobiles for a couple years. This is a classic. This is a Snowjet. Snowjet was once a Kawasaki type of a brand. They were known to be crazy fast. And the good old Polaris. These were once the fastest machine out there. And they're still making Polaris. Unfortunately, John Deere and Snowjet, they're no longer. And here we have the Rupp. They went out of business in 1978. The Scorpion went out of business in 1979. Actually was bought out by Arctic Cat. And here's the wonderful Arctic Cat. They're still making Arctic Cats. It's a great little sled. The TNT was once the most sought after snowmobile in Racine. Silver. Oh, Scorpion Brew. Oh my God. The Scorpion. They wanted to get women involved, so they put this beautiful. Look at the beautiful paint on that. So hopefully it attracted them.
It has the whole outfit, whole kit.
Alfred Zook said, embrace winter.
Also, we found a great little resale shop in Loyal, and all the proceeds here support, I think, a shelter in the area. This is in Marillion, Wisconsin. This is actually a swimming hole in the summer. One of the fun things about coming back during the different seasons is you can see the beauty of each season. And this place is absolutely spectacular. Oh, glad he made it down. Well, that's going to wrap up another activity day, winter in Wisconsin.
Enjoy the outdoors. I don't care what the temperature is. There's something beautiful to see in nature and in people. So enjoy the journey.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Welcome back to LoveNesters. Remember, when you're in Wisconsin, you gotta talk like you're from Wisconsin. Hey, it's Jeff with LoveNesters. We're here at the Snowmobile Vintage Show.
All right, so that's going to wrap up that adventure. That's a first for me, a vintage snowmobile show.
And it's great to, once you can. Thanks for being here. The vintage show, the vintage snowmobile show in Loyal, Wisconsin.